Belonging is when you feel like you both have a lot of things in common with people in your community, but also like you can be yourself in your community.
Feeling safe, feeling accepted, being able to express your own ideas without worrying about judgment.
Being part of a whole. Ability to be in a space with other people and have like the freedom to express yourself.
Feeling comfortable in a space that already felt like home, basically home to you, like feeling like a warm blanket.
It really has to be like felt between both a community and you.
Like you can like be here and do what you want. Like you don't have to like put up fast safe for someone.
Well, I run the public speaking club at school, and it's really awesome because last year it was very small, but then this year me and my friend are running it, and we've really like made a really good community that I feel like I really belong in.
So this is my first year at Arlington High School. I'm a sophomore. Throughout this year, it's been so impactful for me because I not only have found people who I know are there for me and can love and support me, but it surpasses anything that I had at my last school.
I think growth is being able to reflect on who you were versus who you are and being able to be not necessarily better, because I don't think that there's really an objective measure for being a better person, but being able to see the areas in which you've improved and reflecting based on your strengths and what you now do well and what you can still improve on.
Growing has to do with learning from other people. Once again, it really has to do with like person-to-person connection.
I feel like you always have like that little piece of you from when you were a child, but like when you grow up, you can't always just keep it with you. But it's still there.
You kind of have to be in a certain point where you don't like where you are to be able to grow.
Knowing that you're in a place where you need to change for the better and having the courage to actually change that about yourself.
Being able to say that you've gained more experience from something.
Say like riding a bike. It's really hard at the start, but you get better at it as you go and go and go. I've been having trouble with math sometimes with English, but I feel like I've grown a lot on that and I've gotten a lot better at those topics.
In 6th grade, I had a presentation in global studies, and I struggle with both. I had never really done an actual presentation, and like the stakes were pretty high, and we were doing a group project too, which was another one of my weaknesses. So I really had to put forth a lot of effort to try to move past like my weaknesses and grow.
Having fun and playing with like friends because it makes you happy.
Joy to me means like being able to enjoy something or like be excited to go to school on days that like might not be the best.
Joy means happiness or something that you get out of a situation that gives you good feelings about that situation and makes you want to experience that again.
Joy is like a feeling you get, like basically with belonging. Like you're belonging, like yeah, I can feel this. Like I'm happy. This is where I want to be.
Joy is when you're happy and excited and feel like you belong, safe, and that you are in a community that helps you and encourages you.
Probably in PE. Yesterday we built a castle with hula hoops, and you had to knock down the castle and the pins.
Hi, my name is Dr. Homan. I'm the superintendent of the Arlington Public Schools. So you've heard from a few of our students about the core values in our new 5-year strategic plan. The plan was focused on initiatives that we believe will support students' academic and social growth by ensuring that they feel a sense of belonging and experience joy and empowerment in our classrooms. The strategic plan was developed by stakeholders across the Arlington community, and it has 4 priority areas. There are a few things that you can expect to see in our schools if the plan is successful, and I want to tell you a little bit about what those are. If we're successful, you should see learning experiences that are consistent and cohesive, experiences that prioritize student agency and curiosity, that build explicit teaching of social skills into academic content, and experiences that expand interdisciplinary and project-based approaches. You should also see fully staffed libraries and technology support at all of our schools, improved connections between teachers and students, and expanded student access to extracurricular opportunities, If we're successful, you should see clear processes for early intervention and two-way communication with families about the supports that students are receiving, and more consistent access to interventionists and other service providers when needed. You should see that our teachers are getting professional development that's aligned with our values and initiatives, and that's designed to model the kinds of practices we hope to see in our classrooms and the same kind of learning experiences for adults that we hope to see with students. You should notice that we are competitively compensating all of our staff members to enable a more diverse, representative, and inclusive workforce. You should notice routine refreshes of technology and classroom furniture to support the students' learning experience and improved maintenance of our school buildings. If we're successful, you will see improved and expanded options for school breakfasts and lunches, something that was very important to our students when we spoke with them, and a family welcome center that will provide a centralized resource and registration hub, family liaison services, and improved district-wide communications. And finally, if we're successful, you will notice an overall improved and more consistent approach to communicating from schools and with schools, and opportunities to engage in dialogue around shared topics of interest between staff, families, and students. This plan is ambitious, and it's also really exciting. We're going to be launching working groups this fall to oversee the implementation of the initiatives in this plan. Execution of the plan is going to require everyone to consider what the schools need to do differently in order to give students the experiences they described earlier in this video. It's also going to require the full support of our community and significant time, resources, and collective efforts. But we know that if there's any town in the Commonwealth that can execute a plan like this, it is Arlington. And I'm looking forward to working with the Arlington community on our ambitious goals for the future.